Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cara, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some housing market statistics for December. So if you haven't watched any of the videos in this series, I'll give you a brief little rundown of what I talk about. So here is where I share housing statistics, news headlines, and really anything that would be of interest to a home buyer, home seller, investor, or anyone that's interested in real estate in general. So I wanted to start out this video today by talking about something that I shared on my Instagram recently. If you don't follow me over there, I will leave my Instagram name right here. Definitely go and check it out. I share a lot of stuff about real estate, new listings, facts about the housing market, and some personal stuff too. So definitely check it out. I'd say I'm probably the most active there in terms of social media. So this thing that I shared on my Instagram, it was on my Instagram stories, and it was titled, "Reasons the Housing Market May Not Crash Next Year Due to Homeowners in Forbearance." So if you're not sure what forbearance means, you might have heard it on the news this year. It's where if you aren't paying your mortgage, let's say you aren't able to pay it for a month or 2 or 3 months, whatever it is, there's something that you can work out with your lender where your mortgage will be put in forbearance and you can basically delay those payments. So it's not that you aren't ever going to have to pay them again, but you can kind of skip your mortgage payments and then pay that amount at the end of the forbearance period. So let me read this out to you. So again, it's reasons the housing market may not crash next year due to homeowners being in forbearance. So all of this I got from an article that I was reading online. These aren't necessarily my opinions. This is just something that I saw and thought it was interesting to share. So reason number one is during the Great Recession, there were 1.65 million Americans that were foreclosed on in the first half of 2010. Nowadays, current forecasts are predicting right around 200,000 to 500,000 homeowners being in default in 2021. So as you can see, there's quite a big difference there from where we were during the Great Recession to where we are now, or at least predicted to be in 2021. Reason number two is that homeowners have built up a very large amount of equity in their homes. So if you've watched any of my videos, you will have heard me talk about how home prices have skyrocketed this year. So anyone that currently owns a home or even bought a couple years ago or longer has built up some sort of equity in their home. And prices have been rising ever since 2012. This is a completely different situation than where we were in 2008. Reason number three is that lenders are now more cooperative with borrowers and they are more prepared for what's to come than they were in 2008. Reason number four is that some homeowners will catch up on their past due amounts. So with these four reasons, these are things that one journalist or one economist kind of thought were good reasons as to why there won't be a big housing market crash. And I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. What are we going to see happen in 2021? Are we going to have a massive crash? Are we going to have just kind of maybe a little bit of a fallout and kind of a readjustment period? I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. So definitely leave me a comment and let me know. But let's go ahead and get right into the statistics and facts for December. So to start off, there's something that I saw online where I saw that younger generations are now more interested in a property having rental potential or some sort of income potential. In this survey, 40% of millennials, 48% of Gen Z, 29% of Gen X, and 8% of boomers were interested in some sort of rental or income potential in their next home. I know that for me personally, I would love to have my next property be my own property, but also something that I could Airbnb for some extra income. And I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say. No matter what category you guys fall in, let me know what you think. Is having some sort of income stream through your primary residence something that's important to you, or even anything you've considered, definitely let me know. The next statistic is one that you've heard me talk about quite a bit if you've watched any of my videos, and that is interest rates. So yet again, interest rates have hit an all-time low. Right now, they are averaging 2.71%, and if you compare this to this time last year, they were 3.68%, so a pretty significant decline. You might be thinking, okay, if interest rates are really low right now, are they going to stay that way for 2021, and what is that going to look like? So I'm going to pop up a graph here on the screen that shows the view of different economists currently. So as you can see, the range that they're predicting is somewhere between, on the low end it's 2.8, and on the higher end it's 3.3. So it seems that they're probably going to increase at least a little bit, but if you compare this, like I said, 12 months ago the interest rate was averaging 3.68%. So it probably, at least according to these economists, won't even reach that high. And I say that high, but really 3.68 is also a good interest rate. I know people that bought homes decades ago and they had 10-12% for their interest rates. So if you are buying a home nowadays, definitely be thankful that your interest rate is low. And the last statistic for today is related to home prices. So this year they've increased right around 7%, a little bit more. And for next year, a lot of economists are predicting an increase of more like 4% or so. So still increase in prices, but not quite as drastic as we've seen this year. So those are all my real estate facts and statistics for December. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, and if you have any recommendations on future videos, I would love to hear about them as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one.